Hello everybody, my name is Keen Kramer and welcome back. I'm your host for week 14 of Spalding Player of the Week, in which we select 4 players from a different division each week and pit them against each other in terms of skill, agility, defense, offense, and all-round great sportsmanship. So basically, the overall average of stats contribution over the period of time their category is nominated in the Waratah League. And then we encourage you to vote in the comments section below on who you think should be named the round 14 Spalding Player of the Week, with the winner to be announced in our next video. We also have some exciting news, so stay tuned to the end of the video. Let's kick things off with an interview I had with North's Championship Women's Superstar Reilly on her thoughts on how her season is progressing and hopes for the next few rounds.
I'm alongside Reilly. Fantastic performance, just slick control towards the end. How hard was it though to start off that game the way you did?
Yeah, I mean, that was we knew it was going to be tough. Like all week we knew this is a top 4 team easily, and they've got awesome shooters, so we knew it was going to be a grind like this, and that's exactly what it was. So it was unbelievable to come out with the win because they shot the lights out and they played really well.
It's been a fantastic season for yourself, playing obviously underneath Tommy, who you're very close with, for good reason, and the girls. The girls are performing really well. This season has been phenomenal from all aspects around the court. What do you put it down to in particular?
We're pretty lucky actually. Like, we've got a group of girls that have decided to really buy in. All 14 on the squad have, really put in the extra work in the mornings. We train hard, and it's been really cool to see the juniors we've got in our group and some of the older girls that every single person's really committed. And in ABA groups that's hard to get when they're not getting paid and everyone's working. But credit to our group, it's been really cool.
And for yourself, it's been a great year. Looking forward to the summer, WNBL contracts, anything up in the air, or are you just taking it day by day, or what's the story?
I've got 2 kids, so maybe the WNBL days are pretty much behind me, but I would love to win North their first women's banner. That's the goal there. If I could help achieve that for the club, that'd be the ultimate, really.
We talk about the crowd, you mentioned before just off camera, but how fantastic have they been? This is the game that they all got behind. They knew how big it was for the girls in particular and this North Association, but they were outstanding today.
Yeah, credit to the club. JQ said he sent thousands and thousands of emails to get the crowd here, and this is the best feel I've had at North, with all the juniors here and people coming out to support us, and it makes a huge difference. That was heaps of fun.
It was good. Well, good luck for the rest of the season. All the best.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
Alright, it is now time to announce last video's winner, so congratulations to Jaden Prakash from the Hills Hornets. Let's get this video started as we look at 4 amazing players from the Division 1 Youth Women's League. First up today we have Antonia Henderson from the Manly Ku-ring-gai Spiders. Henderson felt it from all over the court, contributing 17 points against the Penrith Panthers and 33 points as the Eagles feasted on their fellow bird counterparts, the Illawarra Hawks, in round 14 as they faced a double weekend game. No one came close to stopping her as the Seagulls ran away with a 73-50 win over the Panthers and a 79-61 demolition against the Hawks in round 14. Manly still remained top of the table with 13 wins and 0 losses, which is sensational. Next we have Taylah Cottee from the Hills Hornets. It was a low-scoring affair in round 13 as the Hills Hornets travelled to Newcastle. Cottee was one of the more consistent players on the day, racking up 7 points and working hard on defence. The Hornets won by 1 in an aggressive encounter, 47-46. They're comfortable in second position and have the Seagulls in their sights. Now we have a former nominee in Danielle Pruijs from the Sydney Comets. Regardless of the fact the Comets had an off day, going down to the Bears by 38 points in a 98-60 loss in round 13, Pruijs was enough to at least put half a smile on the Comets management's faces. She scored 29 points to attempt a dominant charge, but it wasn't to be. 8th position isn't exactly where any team wants to find themselves in, and the Comets will need a huge push as they look for a final spot. Last but not least, we have another familiar face in Shakera Reilly from the Central Coast Crusaders. Reilly is one of the hardest working players in the youth women's competition, and it's really no surprise to see her nominated once again. She scored 12 points in the Crusaders' 82-58 round 14 win over the Bankstown Bruins. Central Coast are hanging by a thread in 4th position on the ladder, and they need a few more wins like this to be a threat to the teams above them. What another tight race we have in our hands. You know what to do. Just vote in the comment section below before 9 AM Monday morning to cast your vote. Who will you vote for? Antonia, Taylah, Danielle, or Shakera? Okay, so at the start of the show, I promised you some exciting news. So drum roll, please. This Saturday night, we'll be live streaming 2 Spalding Waratah League matches. We have Hornsby vs Sydney in the Championship Women game at 4 p.m. and then followed up with the Hornsby vs Sydney Championship Men's match at 8 p.m. live here on this very Facebook page. And of course, our YouTube page as well. Thanks for watching. My name is Kean Kramer, signing out for our 14th edition of Spalding Player of the Week.